What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at UFC Fight Night 283, Glover Teixeira versus Jamahal. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't. We're putting out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view. So if you're looking for content like this, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we got number 2 ranked Glover Teixeira. He's 33-8. He is 43 years old. He's 6'2" with the 76-inch reach. And he's coming off a loss to Jerry Prochaska. And he's going up against Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill, who's ranked number 7. He's 11-1. He's 31 years old. He's 6'4" with the 79-inch reach. And he's currently on a 3-fight win streak over Thiago Santos, Johnny Walker, and Jimmy Crute. And Jamahal is coming as a slight favorite at -125 to Glover Teixeira's +105. What you think, Jeff?
I think this is gonna be a great fight. I think Glover, he was champion. He went against two great guys. I mean, against Jan, that fight was a little short, but he went up against a very tough Yuri Prochaska. But I think this matchup with Jamahal is gonna be a little more forward. I think Jamahal is definitely gonna go for the knockout and stuff. He doesn't pose the threat with the weird technique or the weird style. So I think he's gonna be a little more forward. He's gonna I think he's gonna drive Glover back. I think the big question is, does Glover have the chin, right, to take one of Jamahal's biggest hits?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, he's got wobbled a bunch of times, especially by Thiago Santos. Well, he got pieced up by Thiago, but he still won that fight. Yeah, I mean, Jamahal is also a question if he can handle the jiu-jitsu. If he gets put to the ground, is he going to get submitted like he did with Paul Craig, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paul Craig submitted him. So it's like Glover's able to take him down. I think there's no doubt that he probably gets submitted. Thiago Santos could barely take Jamahal down. Then I doubt Glover would. I mean, he doesn't have the speed or the technique, I think, or a great technique necessarily to take him down. So I think Jamahal is gonna end this. I don't think it gets past round 3, but it might end early, honestly, because Glover always gets hit, touched up early. I guess we'll see. I mean, he proved us wrong against Yuri. He went to war there, so we'll see. But I think I have Jamahal by TKO. How about you?
I agree. I like Jamahil's chances in this fight. He fights super long. He has his lead jab is extremely fast. He's a southpaw, which is going to be a different look for Glover. And he has pretty good power too, for being as lanky as he is. He does pack a punch. He's going to need to stop a lot of takedowns, like you said. And yeah, it's going to be hard. It's hard to tell whether Glover has the skills to take him down. Like you said, in his last outing against Thiago Santos, he did pretty well. Anytime he hit the ground, he was able to get up and make his way up no matter what. I just don't know if maybe Glover is a little more shiftier when it comes to the takedowns compared to Thiago Santos, who seems to be, I think when he goes for takedowns, he relies on a lot of his strength. Well, I think Glover is a little more shifty. But Jamahal, I did like what I saw from him. And you mentioned the Paul Craig fight, he was submitted. I have no doubt that Teixeira is the bigger jiu-jitsu threat in this matchup. But what I like is that Jamahal has fought smarter every outing. And in that Paul Craig fight, he not underestimated Paul Craig, but he thought he could, go toe-to-toe with him. And he honestly paid the price, even though he didn't have to, He could have just kept the fight standing. He had many opportunities to do that. And I think we've seen it now a few times where, he keeps it standing, He doesn't try to play with these guys anymore. He just goes in and does his thing. And I think we're going to see that in this fight. Obviously, Glover is still, he still has a lot of power. That old man strength, is coming through. He has really good combinations. That 2-3, I think, is going to land a good amount. Yeah, but I still think he's going to be at a striking disadvantage. I think his biggest threat will be on the ground, just because Jamahal fights so long. I think Glover is going to have a hard time closing the range. I think it's going to remind me of the Gustafsson fight, where Gustafsson kind of picked them apart at a distance, especially since Teixeira has a very old school boxing style, kind of like Mike Tyson. And that was going to leave him open, I think, to a lot of stuff. And he showed his durability in his last fight against Yuri. He even took some pretty big shots from Jan. But I think Jamahal is going to hit his button, and I do think he knocks him out. I think he gets him out of there. I don't know if it's in 3, but I just can't give a prediction, but I do think he gets him out of there.
So a lot of people think that Jamahal got this opportunity way too early. What do you think?
Maybe. This will be his 13th professional fight. He's 11-1 currently, and with no contest, but it might be. But he's 31 years old. I think he's in his physical prime. I think mentally he's the best he's ever been. You know, so it's it might be early, but I don't think he's unready because of it. You know, I think it came at the perfect moment. He's currently has a lot of momentum. He got a really good win, in my opinion, against Thiago Santos. Glover is a little older. Obviously, he still has a lot of, you know, he still has some in the tank because he was able to get the title. But I think this is the perfect time for Jamahal Hill. You know, a lot of people that he still has to fight, but I think this is the perfect time for him and the perfect matchup, I think, for him to win this. Those were our thoughts and predictions. We both have Jamahal Hill by knockout or TKO. We just think his striking is going to make the difference. And yeah, but let us know down below. Do you think we're underestimating Glover? Do you think his striking is a lot better than we're giving him credit for? Let us know down below. And go ahead and check out our other videos. We're actually doing every other fight on this same card, including the main fight. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. Do not forget to tune in, and we'll see you next time. But until then, take care.